State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Izetta F. Bright is presiding. While court is in session, there's no eating, drinking, smoking, gum chewing. Please do not drive and please do not walk or move around excessively. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. When I call your name, please unmute your phone. Last name AL-SURAIMI.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Nicholas Ryan Opaleski appearing on behalf of Mr. Al-Samari, who appears to be
Just a minute, sir. I need to call the case and read the charge, okay?
Yes, sorry.
This is case number SP 110-30591. The charge is leaving the scene of a property damage accident scheduled for an arraignment today. There's also SP 110-30581. Is a civil infraction ticket for an accident. Counsel, you may proceed.
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I was a little rambunctious and jumped the gun there. Attorney Nicholas.
Can you come on? Counsel?
For some reason, my video is not working today, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. You can proceed.
Nicholas Ryan Opaleski, P79305, appearing on behalf of Mr. Al-Samari, who appears via an audio-visual connection. Sir, can you please state your name for the record?
Mujahid Asrami.
Your Honor, as you stated, today's date and time set for arraignment in this matter. I'd ask the court to waive formal reading of the charges. My client will stand mute.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty and set the pretrial date for May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, can we skip the pretrial and head directly to a trial, Your Honor? There's an issue of identity in this case.
You may. The trial date then will be May 10th at 9:00 a.m.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
And sir, your client, did he post a bond?
I do not believe a bond has been posted, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Al-Samari, you're released on a personal bond. That means you're not posting any money for this case. But if you fail to appear for your future court appearances, a warrant would be issued for your arrest. Do you understand, sir? You're on mute.
Okay.
You understand? You understand
Yes.
the personal bond? Okay, you all are free to leave. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you. Okay, any progress on Ms. Trimble? Have we heard back from? Okay, I guess not. So when I call your names, please unmute your phone and identify yourself. When I call your name, please. I am going to arraign everyone on the charges that are before the court today for an arraignment. First name is Angel, last name ALOKQUI-Hill. Please unmute yourself and just unmute yourself and say your name. That's all I need you to do.
Yes, this is Angel Local Hill.
Okay. This is case number SP 111-49611. Charge is driving while license suspended. SP 111 49601 is a civil infraction. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are civil infractions for disregarding the red signal, no proof of insurance, and driving in an unsafe manner. The arraignment is for the driving while license suspended. Next, I am calling Gregory Anderson. Unmute yourself and state your name.
Yes, this is me, Gregory Anderson.
And everyone, all I need for you to say is unmute yourself and just say your name. Thank
Okay.
you. This is 204-549-071. The charge is operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. Robert Anthony.
Yes, I'm right here, ma'am.
I don't
Robert
need
Anthony.
sir,
Ro-
I
Robert
don't
Anthony.
listen to what I'm saying. When I call your name, just unmute yourself and state your name. We don't need, I'm trying to move this along, but with all the extra telling me about, yes, I am here, that takes up more time. So I'm trying to move it along, just asking you to unmute yourself when your name is called and say your name. What is your name, sir?
Robert Anthony.
These are case numbers SP 107-95771. Charge is driving while license expired. Also, SP 107-96111. This is a civil infraction for expired plates. And he has a count 2 for no proof of registration. Here for arraignment on the driving while license expired. NARASIMGHA, last name AUGHTRY. Is that person any longer on the phone? Please unmute yourself or I'll move on. Please unmute yourself, ma'am, and state your name.
Narashima Archery.
This is case number 204-934-521. Charge is operating a motor vehicle with no insurance. And count two, driving while license expired. Here for arraignment. Danielle Avery.
Danielle Avery.
You 557-60020. The charge is, well, it has here alcohol related violation. TJ Taylor.
TJ Taylor.
SP 111-5317, count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance on the motor vehicle. Ramon Thompson. Ramon Thompson.
Ramon Thompson.
Thank you, sir. SP 1081677, count 1, driving with improper license. Count 2, no insurance on the motor vehicle. There's also SP 1081676, a civil infraction for driving with expired plates. Here for arraignment on the first 2 misdemeanors. Sierra Turner.
Sierra Turner.
This is SP 110-95931. The charge is giving false information or ID to a police officer. Now, is there anyone else other than Ms. Trimble that I did not call just in this last few minutes? Anyone else on the phone, Mr. Trimble?
Hi, Your Honor. I'm James Trendle. I was in the
Trendle?
wrong.
Oh, you were what? I'm sorry.
I was in Miss Garrett's room because that's who it says the judge was. But then
You know, the court has several judges that are last name Garrett. Okay, so yeah, this is understandable. Okay, Mr. Trindle, this is SP 107-57931. The charge is driving while unlicensed. Hold on, sir. Count 2 is open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Sir, we're only arraigning you at this time. There's no statements or any testimony being taken. This is the date for arraignment to advise you of what your charges are. And you'll be able to hear from the court-appointed attorney in this courtroom this afternoon shortly. Is there anyone else that I did not call other than Ms. Trimble? Anyone else? So, for each of the persons called and cases read, I'm entering a plea of not guilty and setting your matters for pretrial on May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. Each of you will be released on a personal bond, meaning you're not posting any money for these cases, but if you fail to appear for any future court appearances, a warrant would be issued for your arrest. If you've posted a bond already, that bond will be continued. I am now going to turn it over for the court-appointed attorney for this courtroom this afternoon to speak with you regarding what this arraignment means and what your next steps are and legally, and you can answer any questions along that line. Also, Mr. Ferry, before I turn it over, I'm going to ask again, have we heard any further regarding Ms. Trimble?
Attorney's still working on an offer, Your Honor.
Okay, would you call him and tell him I need something soon? If not, I'm just going to have to turn it, give her another court date. So if he could, pardon me? Would you say, Ms. Trimble? Okay. So, Ms. Trimble, did you have something to say? Okay.
I didn't say that, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. So I need that very shortly. I really do. So I'm turning this over, and Attorney Ferry wants you, if you've heard, let Attorney Ferry know if he has it and give it to him so he can review it. Thank you. And I'm turning it over to Attorney Ferry.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. My name is Gerald Ferry. I'm an attorney. I'm what's called House Counsel. I'm here to represent everyone here today that is not represented by their own attorney. As the judge explained, today is an arraignment. An arraignment is a non-critical proceeding where you are made aware of the charges and you are made aware of the penalties. Everyone that the court talked to today or addressed today is charged with at least one misdemeanor, which is a criminal matter that has a potential maximum of up to 93 days in jail and or a maximum $500 fine. That does not mean that the judge is going to sentence you to jail or give you a fine of $500. That's simply the statutory max or ordinance maximum. We entered pleas of everyone of not guilty today. The judge also gave everyone, a what's called a personal bond. That means you do not have to post money. You are released on your own recognizance until the next court date, which will be a pretrial. A pretrial is a proceeding where you will have an opportunity with the attorney, such as myself, House Counsel, to discuss your matters, and the attorney will be able to speak to the city attorney or corporation counsel and the assistant prosecuting attorney in an effort to resolve these cases. You're under no obligation to resolve these cases on that date, but that is the next proceeding. We're going to try and resolve it to your benefit, but a pretrial, if you still feel you're not guilty, then the next step would be setting this matter for trial. The court clerk is going to give everyone a pretrial date. Another word of advice is that if you're here today for some type of a traffic matter, such as an invalid license, no insurance, improper plate, or no registration, please have your documents handy on the pretrial date to show over Zoom the the House Counsel. If you have valid documentation, make sure you have that handy. And with that said, I believe I covered everything, and I'll turn this over to Madam Clerk to give you pretrial dates.
The judge gave the pretrial date, May the 10th.
Oh, okay. She gave it for that one guy. Excuse me. I wasn't sure if she was going to give it to, if you were going to give it for everyone. With that said,
that's for everyone. That's for everyone.
Okay. Everyone, again, the next court date is a pretrial date. That'll be May the 10th. Please mark that on your calendar. You will not get a notice in the mail or a phone call or an email. This is the only notice you're going to receive. It's going to be May the 10th at 8:30 in the morning. And what you do is exactly what you did today. You go on Zoom, you punch in the exact Zoom number, 360-437-0000, okay? With that, I guess, Madam Clerk, what do we do? Tell them they can leave, or?
Yes, they're free to go.
Okay, everyone, have a good day. We'll see you on the 10th via Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do y'all want me to do, Your Honor? It's 8 o'clock. Crazy.
He's still working on your offer, Ms. Trimble.
Okay,
Ms.
then.
Trimble, Ms. Trimble, you hang on. You're the only one that can just go on mute, ma'am, and.
Minnie, they changed it to May the 10th now.
No, we didn't change anything to May the 10th, Mr. Anthony. That's your next court date. You had your court date for today.
All right, well,
Sir,
I don't know. I don't know if my license is suspended or nothing. I don't.
Well, you could check the Secretary of State regarding that, sir.
Ma'am, I can't even get down there. I got my license. I got my license.
You can call, sir.
All right. I don't know what to do. Can I drive or what? I don't know.
Okay, there you go, right there.
With Judge.
I don't know
Your Honor,
what.
this is the prosecutor.
Yes.
On Ms. Trimble, I had a question. I have a lot of cases here, and a lot of them were in default, and I assume that you wanted me to address them all.
Sir, well, what I was trying to do is any of those that were in default regarding any of those cases that are misdemeanors.
Oh, I think I understand. The ones that accompany the misdemeanors.
Yes, but if if they're not related to anything that was scheduled for the misdemeanors, you know, if they weren't issued at the same time any of these other misdemeanors were, then they stay in default.
Okay, I can address it that way.
Yes.
So which ones are in default, Your Honor?
Sir, I mean, ma'am, we don't know that. That's what he has to figure out. What's what? He has to figure that out, which ones go with your misdemeanors. So you have to let him do what he needs to do.
Oh, no, I understand that. What I was about to say to you is that I have all these tickets right here. I had 5 tickets for the 24th, but yesterday, and I was in the wrong courtroom. This was
Ms.
Wednesday.
Trimble, we understand that. We have pulled all of those tickets. Would you just let us do what we're doing?
Okay. I was just trying to get an understanding of what it is that y'all was doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just let us do what we're doing and you remain patient. Okay. Pardon me?
I said I'm being patient.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Fucking just
You might, she stepped away, see if she can.
I'm gonna go log in.
Okay, see if she can.
I'll go log in. It was 3 days.
I gotta- What, all this on here?
Well, the dates I put on the back.
Huh?
The dates of the misdemeanors I put on the back. That was just a note, just in case somebody said what dates
All these tickets,
they were.
these all you,
Yeah, there was a few more, but they were civil infractions, but they were not on the dates where she got misdemeanors that you gave me.
okay, cause you know some of them was scheduled for the 24th. Want you to handle those.
The ones that are scheduled for, well, it can't be these civil infractions.
No, not the civil, misdemeanors.
Well, no, I got all the misdemeanors that you gave me. All the misdemeanors that you gave me are included.
Okay.
And then I included some civils that she got on the same day as those misdemeanors. If that makes sense.
Council, I just sent over the offer.
Okay.
So where you want these files for today?
Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much. You want it?
Oh, see if somebody's got me a piece of Judge King's birthday cake.
Still on live.
Oh, well. Is the city attorney there?
He's gonna zoom in.
Okay, because he just wrote down numbers. I have no idea what the actual charges are. He just wrote down case numbers, I should say. So I'm not sure what she's pleading to.
Yeah, we need for him to get the cases too. So it's not going to do any good if he can't tell her what it is. Miss Edwards, can you send them over the cases themselves?
I don't know, because some of them he didn't even list on there, so I don't.
Well, only the ones that are addressed on well, for one, the ones that are today's and the ones that were scheduled. The ones that were scheduled. And we're going to need them in order to take a plea if he's going to, well, I don't know. That's the only way we're going to be able to do it. If he can explain, for each case, he can't just give her a case number and tell her to, that's what she should plead to. If we don't have it doesn't work. So how many cases are listed on there, Mr. Ferry?
Yes, let's see. Hold on 1 second, Judge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 5 cases, one of which has 3 counts. So there's actually 7 counts altogether.
That's the civil infractions. If the ones that would count 1, 2, and 3, that ones were ones that were in default. But what about the ones that are listed, all the misdemeanors? Are they, I mean, do you have?
Well, Your Honor, there was one misdemeanor, a U ticket that she was actually scheduled for this morning, and that's U337212.
Okay, I don't need, okay, I just want to know, is it addressed in the plea recommendation?
Yes, it's dismissed. That's part of the deal.
Okay, so what is she pleading to?
3, you want the case numbers, Your Honor? That's all I have.
Okay, if we don't, okay. Yeah, I need to know what the charges are. You got to know what the charges are, and we're going to need we got to establish the factual basis. So
yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, if I may, all I could tell you is they're not U tickets. They appear to be traffic matters. That's all I can really tell you.
well, even okay, Attorney Morgan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, when you made those recommendations, you were basing it on looking at.
I based it on, first of all, the date of the misdemeanors. So if there were other tickets that were in default on the days that she received the misdemeanor, I addressed them. And the one that is on the recommendation is going through the red light. That's the responsible plea.
Which one? Okay, which one is that with the red light?
That's under responsible, and I believe it is the only one under the responsible.
What ticket? Okay, is that the one that you're saying he plead responsible to?
Yes. And
okay, do you see that, Mr. Ferry?
Yes, I have. Yes, I do. You want the case number?
No, as long as you have the case number right now, that's what I'm concerned about.
And I put down next to it red light. Okay.
That's the one that he's recommending if she pleads responsible to?
Yes.
That what else will happen?
Well, she needs to also plead that looks like 2 other misdemeanors. Okay,
what are those misdemeanors?
Let me tell you, the first one, I believe it's 18-476-2141. Is that right, Mr. Ferry?
That's correct.
That was either a no operator's license or driving on a suspended license.
Okay.
So she didn't have a good license. And then the second one, I believe, is a delayed sentence. That was giving fraudulent information to the police. That was another misdemeanor. That was a delayed 3 months. And I don't have the case number on that.
I do.
I need those. Okay, I need those tickets printed, and I need them. Well, okay.
I gave all the tickets back to Madam Clerk with with my recommendation.
Okay, Madam Clerk. So he definitely needs those tickets.
I'm trying to send these tickets over, and this the printer is acting up. So Mr. Morgan can come back and get the tickets, and he can tell you all what they are, because I can't send them to you.
No, okay, but bottom line is Mr. Ferry needs to be able to talk with his client regarding them, and so Miss Trimble, you might need to come back on Monday because this is not working.
I got the tickets right here. At the end of my tickets, it's telling me what I'm being charged with. Like
Okay,
no operational license, and they got the case numbers on there, but I know y'all don't have them. But I know what I'm being charged for.
Yeah, I can go to a breakout room with Mr. Ferry and the file and inform them if necessary.
You have the files, or you got to go and get them from her?
I'll run back to the courtroom.
Okay, because the time is getting short. I need to. Okay, all right.
I'll run back and get them. I'll run back and get them. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Okay. You can mute Ms. Trimble.
Mhm.
Mr. Ferry.
Okay, I just unmuted. Hi, how's it going?
Okay, how are you?
I'm all right, I
All
guess.
right. All right, I know we run out of time, so we gotta be expeditious here. The charges that,
She's just running the business.
okay,
Got it.
you know what? I was gonna scan this to you real quick. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to scan this to you right quick.
Sure.
And your email is, what's your email?
It's GERRYFERRY at SBC Global. That's GLOBAL.net. So it's Jerry Ferry at SBCglobal.net.
Okay.
Right. Mm. Oh, Lord. And that just sounds so set up too. Yeah.
I don't know who's speaking, but we're hearing people talk about setups, please. Mute yourselves.
Right. Right. I wonder how I wonder what State Farm's take is on it, that she has no ownership interest, but I don't think it matters.
Who is talking?
It almost looks like
Hello?
a tenant.
Have a good weekend.
All right, okay. I guess that's in Mr. Morgan. Is that in Mr. Morgan's?
No, that's in the Detroit 36th District Court.
Okay.
Did it work, Mr. Ferry?
You mean as far as getting a scan? Let me check, Judge. Sometimes my computer is a little slow in receiving.
Okay, it might have been just as good as they tell it up to you.
What? Your Honor, I have not received anything yet from the city attorney. He was going to scan. It looked like he had quite a bit of paperwork, so he may still be in the process of scanning.
I'm here, and I mean, until you get the scan, we can just go through it right here.
Sure.
On Monday. Because this could be potentially liability for the city if they get wind that the city actually owns the building.
Okay, we have a lot of noise in the background. Someone.
I'll mute.
Now I can't hear anything.
No, he muted himself.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the office.
Okay, so yeah, I was just that we were hearing that is okay. So you're still not getting any scans at this point?
I'm refreshing, Your Honor, and no, not yet.
So again, I have to resolve these matters in the next few minutes. I can't. So can I put you all in a breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor, sure.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room, and would y'all please get this together, and so you can speak to Ms. Trumbull in the next few minutes.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, if I may, I just received the scan, so I'm printing it up as we speak, okay?
So you don't need to go in the breakout room at this point.
Well,
how many pages is it?
let me see.
Well, I'm asking Mr. Morgan if he knows about how many pages.
I can go into a breakout room if it would expedite things. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. I'm going to put you all in the breakout room, and yes, we need to expedite this. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor? Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is Gerald Ferry. Is it possible to also include Miss Trumbull into the breakout room?
Well, I didn't want to include her until you spoke with the assistant corporation counsel.
Okay.
I don't want her making any decisions while he's in the room with you.
Okay, I get it, Your Honor. Okay, I'll go back to the breakout room. Thank you. Your Honor,
Yes.
I believe we straightened it out. If I could have a quick, a breakout room with my client.
All right. Ms. Trimble, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with court-appointed attorney Ferry. When you see join, please do so.
What are you?
Okay. If I may, Your Honor?
Daria.
Okay, you gotta mute yourself till,
Yes,
is that you, Your Honor?
yes, it is,
Oh, I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Ferry.
Yes, I had a chance to speak to Mr. Tremble and
Ms. Trumbull?
yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say Mr.? I apologize. She's prepared to waive her rights. She's going to plead guilty to the offer, Your Honor.
And want to take the offer that's been,
Yes.
okay, let me, well, hold on, because you're going to need to assist me because I don't have all of those since some of those cases were pulled up today and were not on today's docket.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Tremble, would you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
Ms. Trumbull, you are consenting to have your matters taken care of today on Zoom court?
Yes.
You do, you have spoken to Attorney Ferry, the court-appointed attorney, regarding your matters before the court today?
Yes.
You do understand that you have a right to a trial in each of these matters?
Yes.
And by entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you do understand what Attorney Ferry has indicated, that you wish to enter a plea and ask the court to adopt the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel that he discussed with you?
Yes, I understand.
Anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
You are entering the plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to start with, I'm calling the case that is on the docket. That's U337-21216, and the charge is remaining in park after close. And you have the rest of them that were pulled today. So, Mr. Ferry, what is it that she is pleading to?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Gerald Ferry, P44630, on behalf of Dallas Tremble. If I may, Your Honor, the city attorney's recommendation is that if Ms. Tremble pleads to case number 18-476-2141, which is a count of no operator's license on person, they will amend that to a failure to display. The city attorney also wants Ms. Tremble to plead in case SP 1021-7581 to a count of fraudulent false insurance information. If she pleads to that, they're asking the court to take that under a 3-month delayed sentence, Your Honor. They also want Ms. Tremble to plead responsible in case number 18-476-2161 to the civil infraction of disregarding a red signal. Now, if Ms. Tremble pleads guilty to those 2 misdemeanors and responsible to the 1 civil infraction, they will dismiss the U ticket, which is U337-21216, remaining in a park, which was actually on the docket today. They will dismiss that. They will also dismiss the 3 counts in ticket SP 10217-381. Count 1, driving on a suspended license. Count 2, no insurance. And count 3, driving an unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. So with that, I did discuss that with Ms. Tremble, and she's prepared to waive her rights. She's pleading guilty, and she's asking the court to adopt that recommendation.
Ms. Trimble, you've heard what Attorney Ferry has stated, and is that what you wish to do?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Mr. Ferry, I'm going to need your assistance with those three that she's going to enter a plea to.
Sure.
So as to the first one, 184762141, I need the date, place, and time.
Yes,
Not
Your
the
Honor.
time, the date and place. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. The date is December the 2nd, 2018. And the location is in the intersection of Chalmers and Canfield in the city of Detroit.
Okay, Miss Trimble, you were at that location and on that date as stated by Attorney Ferry?
Yes.
And were you stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Were you able to produce a valid driver's license?
No.
I will accept that guilty plea and the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation. As to the second, SP 102-17581, the date and location?
Yes, Your Honor. The offense date is September the 2nd, 2019. The location is the intersection of Meringue Drive and Eastwood Street in the city of Detroit.
Is this a year apart? Are these, is that exactly the year to date? December.
Yes, well, did I say December? I said, I'm sorry, September.
Okay, that would have been the year. Okay, September 2nd.
My fault.
September 2nd, 2019.
Yes.
Miss Trimble, were you at that location on that date in the city of Detroit, operating a motor vehicle? And were you stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And were you, did you produce false insurance to the police officer?
Yes.
Court will accept that plea. And as to the civil infraction, 184762161.
Yes, Your Honor. Before I start on that, Your Honor, I forgot to mention, this is in default, actually. I would move to have the default set aside.
Court will set aside the default on this civil infraction.
Thank you, Judge. And this happened on December the 2nd, 2018.
Okay.
And the location is Chalmers and Canfield.
Okay. And you did indicate earlier that you were at that location operating a motor vehicle. Is that correct, Ms. Trimble?
Yes.
And you are admitting to disregarding a red traffic signal?
Yes.
Okay. Court will accept the plea of responsible. And was there anything else regarding the recommendation? I know about the dismissals, but is there anything else?
Right. No, Your Honor. There's nothing else.
Okay. Not on the disregarding the red signal. There's nothing else on that, right?
Right. It's
Okay.
as charged.
Okay. And with that, I will adopt the recommendation from the Assistant Corporation Counsel to dismiss U-337-21216, the misdemeanor, and dismiss SP 102-17381, counts 1, 2, and 3. Are all dismissed with a stipulation of probable cause, counsel?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Defendant having stipulated the probable causes, those matters are dismissed.
Thank you.
Counsel, is there anything you wish to state on Ms. Trimble's behalf before the court imposes the sentence on the pleas that were taken?
Only that my client may need time to pay, Your Honor. I'm not sure if she has a bond, but we'd ask that if she does, to have that applied.
Okay. As to the SP 102-17581, the recommendation was for a 3-month delayed sentence. I'm going to delay sentence in this matter with the following conditions for that 3-month period. Can you give me a 3-month date, Ms. Edwards, please? And I'll get it from you in a second. With the following conditions, and that is that you have no criminal contact with the law during the 3-month period. That means as of this date up until the 3-month date that I will give you, you have no criminal contact with the law. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I am waiving, because of pandemic, I'm waiving all of your fines and costs for this matter, as well as for the other 2 that you entered a plea to, the failure to display and to the disregarding the red signal. I'm waiving your fines and costs, which total would have been in excess of $400. Well, $500, I'm sorry. Those are waived. Now, as to the delayed sentence, Ms. Trimble, do we have a date?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It'll be May 26th.
May 26th?
Yes.
Okay, your sentencing date is May 26th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. Ms. Trimble, you do not have to return on that date if you have complied with that condition of no criminal contact. If you've had no criminal contact on that date, this case will be dismissed against you and it will not appear on your record. If you have had criminal contact, then you must return on that sentencing date of May 26th. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have any questions regarding that?
I don't have any questions regarding that, but I have a question.
Okay.
Like, far as like my license, how will I go about that?
Well, if you have any suspensions and if your license is being held up for any of these reasons, then you just need to contact the Secretary of State.
Yeah, because that's basically what it was these tickets.
Yeah, they're the ones that suspend your license. So you may have some reinstatement fees that you'll need to pay before they will reinstate your license. So that if that's what's holding it up, that's who you need to contact, Secretary of State.
Okay.
Thank
you. I really appreciate you today.
Okay. Thank you for your patience today. Mr. Ferry, did you have something else that you wanted?
Just to clarify, I know that Ms. Trumbull said that she had a court date, I believe, of March the 24th. Am I to assume that by taking care of these tickets that date is?
She does not have to appear. Those tickets were included in today's. That's why we only had one on today's docket, which was taken care of, as well as the ones that were pulled from the March 24th date. So all of your matters should have been addressed that were scheduled for the 24th of March. Okay, Ms. Trimble?
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, may I say, Mr.
Yes.
Prosecutor, may I say something on Ms. Trimble's case?
Yes.
I just, hopefully it's clear that there are some more, I believe, defaulted civil infractions that she has to address before she ever gets her license back.
Okay, so Ms. Trimble, if you remember hearing earlier, there was some discussion about there were other cases that were in default. We only addressed those that were attached to the misdemeanors that you had that were scheduled. So there may be some other civil infractions, again, that have went into default because you never appeared or did anything on them. So those would have to be addressed before you, need to be addressed before you can get your license
So how
back.
will I go about finding that out? Do I go to 36th District?
Yeah, 36th District Court. You can go online to the website. Is that correct, Ms. Edwards? She can just check the 36th District Court website.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that would tell you what is outstanding there. And also, again, checking with the Secretary of State should give you some information as well. All right.
Okay, then, thank you. I appreciate you today.
All right, you take care now.
Okay, you too, thanks.
Goodbye. All right, hold on.